Do not impale yourself on these rebar pieces sticking straight up into the air. That's the message, I guess, of these empty soda cans and water bottles that the silly construction workers put on the rebar out here. Hi, thank you for joining me today. I'm Julie Tam, managing broker of LYN Realty, and you're watching Smarter Real Estate weekly on Wednesdays. And as you can see, a lot of action going on behind me. So let me step out of the way so you can see what's going on today. We're pouring cement. So we've got the big cement truck here, a huge crew. They actually just finished the back of the house. I'll take you to the backyard in just a minute to see that. But at the moment, cement is being poured out onto the driveway. They will be filling up this double wide driveway. It's a pretty long driveway, actually, all the way from the garage door out to the street. And then as you can see, there's a T-shaped portion of the driveway that juts out in front of the house, goes all the way to where the stairs will eventually come down from the front door and drop right down onto the concrete. We've got that so that we can have an extra car parked there when we need it without blocking the garage. So that way 2 cars can come in and out of the garage without any problem, no cars in the driveway, and have that third car in front of the house. And of course, when we have guests over, then we can have extra parking on the driveway and we won't need to back out of the garage at that time anyway. And so that will work just fine. And if you look out here closer to the street, the sidewalk here. So now the city has a new ordinance that is requiring a 5-foot wide sidewalk. It's roughly an extra foot, I believe. The old sidewalk is 4 feet wide. And so we are going to have a wider sidewalk than the neighbors. And that's just a new rule, which is interesting because now it makes the street a little more narrow and then it's going to be different widths in different parts of the neighborhood. But there's the city of Houston's decision. So, and as you can see here, there's a nice curve that's going that will be for both sides of the driveway as it comes out onto the sidewalk. All right, so let's start walking to the back. I'm going to make my way around the side of the cement truck. It is a little bit muddy and dirty right now. So we've had a rainy several days leading up to this, and so they actually had to pump water out of the driveway because it was just filled with rainwater before they could pour the cement today. And so that caused us a little bit of a delay for probably a little over a week. So that's the way construction goes, is that, you know, you've got to work with the weather when it comes to outdoor stuff. And then that is just delaying a little bit on the cabinet installation, though the cabinet company said that they actually weren't quite ready yet, as it turned out. So that worked out okay. But the point is that our construction superintendent wanted to have a concrete driveway already set and walkable, so that the cabinet company could actually walk up the driveway to bring the cabinets to install in the house. So here's what's going on back here. They had to use wheelbarrows to haul loads of cement back here. And actually, if you look over there, you can still see a wheelbarrow sitting right there. So there was basically a crew of multiple guys just taking turns like a factory assembly line, just filling up their wheelbarrow with cement there from the truck and then hauling the wheelbarrow back here to pour down on this back area, which I'll explain what this is in a second. And now what they're doing is scraping it and smoothing it out. So back here, they don't have to smooth it out quite as much because this back lower patio is going to be tiled. And so no one's going to see the concrete below. They've got to get it smooth enough where it's level so that the tile can sit on top and not be uneven and buckle or whatever. But it doesn't need to be too pretty. However, the front, because it's going to be seen, it's a driveway and a sidewalk, they've got to actually get it to a light broom finish, basically sweeping it to where it's, you know, pretty smooth and looks pretty good, like you would expect a standard driveway or sidewalk to be. And so the more narrow path coming off this patio going along the back of the house is actually where the staircase will sit. And instead of using the cement truck to pour the staircase, because that would be more expensive and heavier, a lot more concrete, they're actually going to use cinder blocks and stack it up, the back staircase as well as the front staircase. This process took about 1 hour to do the concrete pouring back here. The driveway and all of the stuff in the front, plus then the broom finish, is going to take the rest of the day. So they will be out here until the evening. So it's probably going to be like an 8-hour job, and maybe minus a lunch break for an hour or something like that. And then it will take until tomorrow afternoon, so almost a whole day, for it to dry enough for someone to be able to walk on it. In order to drive on it, that will take another 5 or 6 days. So basically about another week before a heavy vehicle like that can be on the concrete without causing damage. Even tomorrow morning, you wouldn't want to walk on it because you could actually scuff it up. It's not completely hardened yet, but it will be, in the afternoon the next day. So anyway, really exciting, interesting stuff. You can see a lot of detail work going on. And I hope you enjoyed the video. If you would, like it and subscribe on YouTube and Facebook so that you don't miss an episode. And I also post to LinkedIn, Smarter Real Estate, where I take you on my real estate adventures and also arm you with practical strategies to be a smarter buyer, seller, tenant, or landlord. And I forgot to mention, but this is part of my series, Building My Dream Home. All right, have a great week.